your child has ever pulled on you. My son thinks he's a comedic genius. His thing is tech pranks. You know, changing my phone's language to German, logging me out of all my accounts. Annoying, but whatever. But the other day, I took it to a whole new level. I work from home and I had the biggest video call of my career. I talked to my boss and my boss's boss from corporate. I was going to present my big project for the quarter. I was nervous as hell. My PowerPoint was prepped, I was wearing a decent shirt, and I was ready to nail it. 2 minutes before the call, I ran to the kitchen to get a glass of water. That's all it took. 2 minutes. I get back, join the call, and everyone was looking serious. After some small talk, alright, Tom, the floor is yours. This was it. I clicked share screen. Confident. My perfectly designed title slide was about to pop up. Except it wasn't my title slide. Instead of the words Q3 sales strategy, the giant heading on the screen, for my bosses to see, read Project Poop is Power. And underneath, in big bold letters, a deep dive into fecal-based energy solutions, complete with a clip art image of a smiling poop emoji wearing a hard hat. My blood ran cold. The world just stopped. I could see my bosses' faces on the side of the screen. They weren't angry. They were just confused, blank, staring. The silence was the loudest sound I've ever heard. My hands started shaking. I was fumbling with the mouse, trying to find the stop sharing button, but my brain had turned to scrambled eggs. It felt like an eternity. I finally managed to click it, and my normal terrified face filled the screen. I am so sorry, I stammered. That was the wrong file, a technical glitch. I hit the mute button and screamed, Jake! My son walks into the room, trying so hard not to laugh that tears were streaming down his face. He could barely speak. I just swapped the file. I thought you'd see it before the meeting. It was just a joke. A joke. I was having a full-blown heart attack, and he thought it was a joke. I had to unmute and explain to the two most important people in my company that my 10-year-old son had just presented them with a business plan for poop-based energy. I was sure I was fired. Then, the big boss, this super serious guy I've always been terrified of, just cracked. He started laughing. A deep, loud belly laugh. My own boss looked relieved and started chuckling too. I found the right file, gave the presentation of my life, and somehow everything was okay. Jake apologized about 1,000 times that night. He felt awful. He promised no more pranks. The next afternoon, I heard a blood-curdling scream from his room. Not a happy scream. A scream of pure agony. I strolled in, trying to look concerned. What's wrong, buddy? My game! It's gone! He cried, pointing at the screen. I had hundreds of hours in it! All my characters, all my stuff, it's all gone! He frantically clicked the game's desktop icon, but instead of launching, it just opened a notepad file. On the blank page were just a few lines of text. Error, save, files corrupted. Reason, PC resources diverted to Project Poop is Power. Data recovery impossible. He looked at me, his eyes wide with horror. The exact same horror I had felt during my meeting. Did you do this? He whispered. I let him sweat for a full 10 seconds. Then I grinned, moved his mouse over to a folder I'd hidden on the desktop named Important Dad Stuff, and opened it. Inside was the real game icon, perfectly safe. See, I said, as relief washed over his face. Real panic. Not so funny when it's your turn, is it?